Before we go into the weekly Forex forecast for the 31st of March, I'll just cover a few things that we've got going on for last week for VIP members. The Canadian yen looks really good actually. We had a lovely break above the 20 SMA on the left, as you can see here. Let me see what color I've got here. So above the 20, and then we had all the buyers in on the advanced pro charts, which is fantastic. So we had a change of character, didn't we, this week? So there's your change of character there. There's your 1, 2, 3. So basically we had a 1, 2, and then 3. So the move is not quite finished yet. We did have a price cycle here where you could have exited if you wanted to for members. However, what's happening at the moment, we are seeing a price cycle coming low. So I think there's going to be another opportunity there to buy into the Canadian yen into next week. So congratulations to members there. The Aussie yen had a break of structure in the last of Friday, it looks like. So we do expect this to go higher into the 50% fib at 94.26 and then going up to 96.93. Euro yen, another break of structure and a back to the 50% fib here into this structure here, and then heading for 164 and nice. And congratulations to you guys. New Zealand Swiss, another one here, came into the 50% fib after the change of character. Perfect position here. Have a look at the price cycle. So congratulations there, another profit there. Pound New Zealand, a lovely pull back into the 50%, can actually come down to the 618, which is great. If you got in there, congratulations, you've got a nice profit heading for 227.33. That's just to name a few positions. Pound Aussie, so we've got some lovely positions live, and there's going to be some more. So let's go into the markets, and a very warm welcome to the weekly Forex forecast from the Trading Mentors. My name is Chris. I've been trading for 35 years, a long time, and I think I am the longest trader in the market in the world, probably, that's continued trading for 35 years. Don't know, maybe not, but certainly one that's coaching. So here we can see we have a change of character on the DXY. However, this is not clear whatsoever. Not all the sellers are in, not all the buyers are in. So this is simply consolidating. We need to see a break somewhere. So while the DXY is sideways, we will not be trading any dollar pairs. Okay, that's just the rules that we have. Yen futures is looking weak. We've got all the sellers in on the left on the advanced pro charts. If you want the advanced pro charts, then links are all in the description. If you want to become a VIP member, then links are in description. So we can see the price is highly likely to pull back up to 67.52 and then start to move back down again. What this means in terms of correlation, this means that we are looking to buy into all the yens if this market structure continues. Swiss franc futures looks actually pretty good. We've seen a very flat market in the last week or two. As you can see, the price has done nothing. The futures contracts are pretty flat across the board. So we do expect the price to continue with this market structure to the upside, as you can see here on the advanced pro charts. Lots of trading opportunities throughout these charts so that you can see once you have them, you can take advantage. And not all the buyers are in, but I think it wouldn't take much for it to go up and hit 11800. That being the case, the correlation will be looking to sell all the Swiss pairs, Euro Swiss, Canadian Swiss, Pound Swiss, etc. Indices, I've just done a quick look here. The FTSE 100 is broken structure and just about to come down to the 50% fib at 86.08. So as long as the price structure remains positive above the 20 SMA, then we can expect it to go to 11800. However, this is the only one that looks anything decent. Everything else is looking pretty negative, including the DAX, German DAX index as well. So target 22,338. So not much to go on really. We have to wait for the market to sort itself out. But once we get a clear break of structure to the upside or downside, then we can expect some sells. Dow Jones index has changed character. Have a look at this beautiful thing here. And I've done a fib here at 42.1220, so look out for that. We do expect the price to move back up into this area here, or even deeper to the 618, and then 42.282, and then move down to 4400. I'll keep you posted during the week for VIP members what's going on, and hopefully we won't miss anything that's going on. Nasdaq doing something very similar. There is a support line here, but I do expect it to come down to 18,450 this week, and that continued downtrend has given us a great opportunity to sell into the Nasdaq. Breaker structure for silver. So I think this is continuation pattern similar to gold, and it looks like the price hits our target $34.52 for this week. So congratulations to you guys. There's another target there, $35.30. Now in terms for VIP members, I have posted a trading idea. Trading ideas are there for you to enjoy and also for you to learn. So as an example, we've got a buy here at 33.73, stop below the support area. And if you want to trade that at your own risk, of course you can. But what you might want to do is just see what the reaction is at that point, just to see if it is working out and if it is making any grounds. One thing you can do is go to the lower time frame. You can actually pick your buys and sells here. You see change of character here, or even into the 30 minutes. So once you see change of character, i.e. breaker structure in this case, would be to the upside, so above $34.40 seems to make sense, doesn't it? So you can pick and choose how you get in and when you get in using the Advanced Pro charts. Oil is looking positive. We have breaker structure to here. We did have a 1, 2, 3, didn't we? We had the 1, the 2, and then the 3. That was the opportunity to get in, and the price goes up. Once you see a downtrend, it's quite easy to see on the Advanced Pro charts. As you can see, you can just hold it, hold it, hold it, and just sell the rallies, sell the rallies, sell the rallies. As the price comes up into the extreme parts of the resistance, in this case, then you can sell. In this case, we're looking for buys as the price comes down. Gold, a beautiful move on gold. Congratulations, guys, if you are a position trader. Let me show you. Notice here the price cycle, way oversold in a strong uptrend, double bottom on support. So that was your trading opportunity at 3008. Now, as mentioned previously, the dollar pairs are not ready. I can give you an example. A complete mess. This is euro dollar. This is what you want to see, a breakout, and then you can get into that position. But we're seeing consolidation here above the 20 SMA and the 50 MA. So likely to go up, but I am waiting for breaker structure. None of the dollars are ready. Pound Aussie, you can buy into this any time, and we've been in it now for quite some time. Came down to the 50% fib and then the 618 fib, and then it's gone straight back up again, which is great. We can see this on the lower time frame on the Advanced Pro chart. So the price came deep into support areas, and then we had a change of character, and then you can buy into that. One of the things you can do is come into the lower time frame. You can do the hour or the 30-minute, and then you can actually just wait for the change of character back into the trend if you like. So what happens is I buy on the 50% fib here is 24.87, but if you prefer, you can just wait for the price to come back into the trend, and here for instance there's your buy signal, and the price goes up and you can get your 2 to 1. Totally up to you. You're a Canadian. I've got this marked. Oh right, okay, so this is not ready, but it gives you an idea and a flavour of what we're looking for. So here on the left, the first thing I note is that the price is above the 20. It's finished above the 20 SMA and the 50 MA. Are all the buys in? Not all the buyers are in. So this is not ready, clearly. We can see that by the market structure. This is a combination of price action charts and the advanced pro charts from my 35 years of experience. So I think what's going to happen here, you're going to find the price come down into this support here, double bottom, and then we're going to see it break a structure to the upside. That is what I think is going to happen. So you're looking for a buy at about 153.40, 153.50. You can have a tight stop there. So what the price cycle is telling me, this is high, so it needs to come down before it goes back up again. But there's no clear breaker structure yet. This is what you want to see on the advanced pro charts. Once you've got that position here, it's beautiful and easy to manage. You can just simply move your stop here, 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 here. Special settings, by the way. These are not normal settings. Don't try and emulate without having the knowledge, because it just won't work. And also, if you're a swing trader, that's rather nice, isn't it? Price cycle to the very low indicates there's going to be a big move. So at the moment we're seeing mixed chart on the Euro Canadian. However, I still have it marked as purple as something to watch. New Zealand Canadian is looking fairly mixed. It's heading for 80.82, as you can see here, breaking down, but not really clear. Same with the Aussie Canadian, breaking down to 89.51. Pound New Zealand, congratulations members if you've got into this. Did throw a signal out there. Remember, the signals, we're not a signal service, just to let everyone know. But what I do send the charts out into the VIP members to give you some trading ideas and, more importantly, some knowledge, because that's what it's all about. If you don't have knowledge, if you don't know how to trade, then you will never be able to trade forever. So I pulled back into the 50% fib at 224.50. Price bounced off the 618, and now it's going back up. What does that look like on the lower time frame? Well, you can probably guess. There you go. So it came back in deep into the support areas and then bounced off it, get into the change of character, the breaker structure there. New Zealand Swiss, congratulations members if you are short the, oops, looks a bit of a mess there, but it's not as bad as it looks. Nice and clean actually. 49.59 is the eventual target. The weekly Forex forecast target, 49.59. However, we have a nice round figure of 50.00, which is likely to be hit on Monday. And you can see the price came into major resistance areas here after having a breaker structure into the 50% fib, bounced off it perfectly, 50.88. Into the yens, I think there's more opportunities with the yens. We'll have to wait until Monday to be sure, but this is the Swiss yen. We had a breakout, didn't we, from the 50% fib, and as long as that price holds, then we should be okay. Nothing really to tell us any different. Market structure is to the upside, and looks like strength is. There is a bit of resistance line here on the left, but I think we'll have to wait and see where this goes. Euro yen to the upside, congratulations. A lovely move down to the 50% fib. 6167, nice profit there, heading for 64.09. Wanted to show you this one. This is what we wouldn't trade. So this is the New Zealand yen, and guess why we're not doing this one? So we don't, it doesn't look right, does it? If you want to go short, we can always do that, but at the moment it's coming back into support, and I'll likely see a bounce, and then we wait for change of character. Then there'll be another trading opportunity coming up. Aussie yen did have a change of character, and we had a pullback down to 94.26, so that looks nice. And so we do expect the price to move up into next week to 96.93. Canadian yen, if you're in this one, congratulations. The pullback down to the fib. Once you see the change of character here, everything goes green for a buy, by the way, to make it a lot easier for you. then the price comes up, it moves back down, then it goes back up again. You could have exited here on the overbought situation, but quite often you see the price move back up again. And look at the price cycle now, as mentioned earlier, we are seeing price cycle very, very low. So we're likely to see another opportunity to buy into the Canadian yen. Let's see what this looks like on the lower time frame and see where the opportunity is. So we can see the break of structure, the change of character, and moving back into support. So if we get the price coming back up, and let's look at the hourly chart just to see what's going on. We can see that there, and then we can probably gonna get into another position on the Canadian yen. Pound yen. Let's go to the higher time frame. Top down analysis is really important. So, there we go. Looks like a buying opportunity for the pound yen on Monday. Have a look at this here, hitting major demand area here. And then highly likely to see a bounce off there. That support area is high liquidity, by the way. It's not an ordinary order block. So we're going to see probably bounce on Monday. So I'll be red hot on that. So we can go into, this is the hour, see the 30-minute, yeah. So this is coming deep into support areas now. So you can see how the price reacts in these areas. Highly effective. Liquidity zones are fantastic. Bitcoin, for you Bitcoin fans, I don't trade Bitcoin, but you can, of course. We have a change of character to the downside as well. Notice here that all the sellers are in. Okay, nice. Down to $77,635 is the target for this week. In terms of actual trading, just simply we've got a change of character here. Wait for the pullback. You are going to get a pullback, something like this, and then this. As long as it holds on to market structure to the downside, which it probably will, for this week, then you're heading for $77,635. So lots of trading opportunities come into next week, despite the slow markets in the last couple of weeks. We are going to be having some great fun. In terms of gold, I think we're seeing actually, this is, I mean, it's quite mixed on Friday, to be fair, after the inflation data, but I think we're not seeing any major pullbacks. So I think we're looking at long positions into next week again. So let's see. Have a great weekend.